Hello, dear students. Welcome into the fifth lecture on food chemistry. Myself, Mr. Mangesh Shankar Bale. I am working as an assistant professor at Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Chawar, Palghar. So, dear students, into the previous lecture, we have seen the food product, that is tea. In that we have seen the components of the tea and different types of the tea in detail. Okay, so in this video lecture we are going to see estimation of tannin in tea and detection of adulterants in tea. This part we are going to learn in this video lecture. Okay, so T, first we will see estimation of tannin, and secondly we will learn detection of adulterants in tea. Estimation of tannin, there is one method called as Lowenthal's method. That means tannin we are going to estimate with the help of this Lowenthal's method. For that, reagents used in this estimation are oxalic acid, standard potassium solution, indigo solution, gelatin solution, and acidified solution. These are the reagents that will be used in this Lowenthal's method. Okay. Boil around 5 to 10 gram of tea sample for 30 minutes with appropriate quantity of water. ठीक है, तो हमने क्या किया, अभी रिएजेंट जो भी लगने वाले इस लॉरेंथेल्स मेथड के लिए वो हमने देखे कौन से उसमें ऑक्जेलिक एसिड लगता है हमें, स्टैंडर्ड पोटेशियम सॉल्यूशन आइदर KOH और एनी kind of potassium solution, then indigo solution, gelatin solution, and acidified solution. That means acidified any solution, right? These are the reagent we have seen. Then what we are going to do, we have to take 5 to 10 gram of tea sample. टी पाउडर हमें लेना है, उसको बॉयल करना है 30 मिनट्स के लिए विथ अप्रोप्रिएट क्वांटिटी, जितनी हमें लगती है उतनी क्वांटिटी लेके उसको हमें बॉयल करना है. ठीक है, देन cool and make up the volume in a suitable standard flask. उस सॉल्यूशन को हमें क्या करना है, एक पर्टिकुलर स्टैंडर्ड वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लास्क में ट्रांसफ़र करना है. माना कि हमने 100 ml का वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लास्क लिया हुआ है, स्टैंडर्ड फ्लास्क लिया हुआ है. ठीक है, उसमें हम बॉयल किया हुआ जो भी मिनिमम क्वांटिटी जो भी वाटर बचा हुआ है अलॉन्ग विथ टी सैंपल, उसको हमें उसमें ट्रांसफ़र करना है 100 ml वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लास्क में. ठीक है, देन उसको मार्कअप करना है अप टू द मार्क आफ्टर कूलिंग. ओके, देन to 10 ml of infusion filtered if not clear. That means when we mark up the volume into the 100 ml volumetric flask, then we have to see whether it will be infusion, then we have to filter out that entire solution. Okay, and we have to take 10 ml and add 25 ml of indigo caramel on and about 70 ml of water. Suppose we have taken 10 ml clear solution of that tea sample. Into that 10 ml tea sample solution, then we are going to add 25 ml of indigo caramel solution and about 750 ml of water. So this is the mixture of the solutions. Then add potassium permanganate solution from the burette. That means above entire, that is 10 ml T sample, 25 ml indigo caramine solution and 750 ml of water, that entire mixture of solution that we are going to titrate against the potassium permanganate that is KMnO4 solution from the burette. A little lustring until the color becomes light green, then the color changes to bright yellow or to a faint pink at the rim. See, when we titrate that entire mixture of the solution, sample solution, then the color become a light green, then the color changes to bright yellow or to faint pink at the rim. That means at the rim of conical flask, we are going to see faint pink color. Okay. Then digest the volume of potassium permanganate used. Let this YML. That means entire solution we are going to what? Digest. That means heat on water bath. Okay. And that whatever volume used, that is potassium permanganate solution used, that become a YML. Okay. Then remaining part of this process, then mix 100 ml of clear infusion of tea with 50 ml of gelatin solution, 100 ml of acidified solution chloride solution and 10 gram of powder kaolin. Then the mixture to mix clear infusion of tea with 50 ml of gelatin solution मिक्स करना है उसमें. देन 100 ml of acidified sodium chloride solution, then 10 gram of powder, that is kaolin, that we are going to add into the above clear infusion of tea. Then shake several minutes in stoppered bottle. That entire mixture, that is powder solution, acidified solution, gelatin solution and infusion of the tea, that entire solution mixture of the solution we are going to shake properly into the stoppered bottle. After allowing the mixture to settle, decant through a filter. That means when we keep the stoppered bottle in stand, then the entire powder or anything mixed with that entire solution, that will get settled down at the bottom. Then we have to decant through a filter paper the above clear solution. Then mix 10 ml of filtrate, that decanted solution, that mix 10 ml of filtrate with 25 ml indigo caramine solution and about 750 ml of water and titrate with potassium permanganate solution as before. Let this be XML. See, that means in previous slide we have seen the one part, this is the second part. Into this second part we have taken 100 ml. That previous part we have take 10 ml of the clear solution of tea. In this part we have taken 100 ml of clear infusion of tea. Into that we have added 50 ml gelatin solution, then 100 ml sodium chloride acidified solution, 10 gram powder kaolin, then shaking in stoppered bottle. That will be the entire mixture. From that we have taken 10 ml of that filtrate that we have decanted, right? And that 10 ml filtrate plus 25 ml indigo caramine solution plus 750 ml water, and that entire three solution we are going to titrate against the potassium permanganate solution as we have seen in previous part 2. Okay, and whatever volume will be used to come or to find out the end point of this titration, that will be the XML. Then the volume of potassium permanganate solution used that is X minus Y ml gives the quantity of potassium permanganate solution required to oxidize the tannin. See, in this case what? The potassium permanganate solution will be used here for what? To oxidize the tannin solution or the tannin present into the tea sample. For that, they have given one relation, that is 1 ml standard chemical solution which is used 0.95 ml of 0.1 normal oxalic acid corresponds to what? 0.1 normal oxalic acid, and 1 ml of 0.1 normal oxalic acid corresponds to 0.0042 gram of tannin. That means 1 ml of standard KMnO solution corresponds what? 0.595 ml of 0.1 normal oxalic acid. Then 1 ml of 0.1 normal oxalic acid corresponds to 0.0042 gram of tannin. So this is the estimation of the tannin in tea that we have seen. Then now the second part of this, that is adulterants in tea. There are three types of adulterant found in tea, that is color, then iron fillings or flakes, and exhausted tea. These are the three adulterants found in tea that we are going to see now in detail. Detection of adulterants in tea. First of all, what is meant by adulterants? All of you right? All of you know, right? What is that? The definition of the adulterant. An adulterant is a substance that found within other substances such as food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, fuels, or other chemicals that comprises the safety or effectiveness of said substance. Okay. Now, first we will see color. This is our first will be the color as a adulterant. For that, how to identify color? Spread some tea leaves on a filter paper. फिल्टर पेपर लेना है, उसमें हमें क्या करना है? टी लीव्स स्प्रेड करने एंड स्प्रिंकल सम वाटर टू वेट द पेपर. स्प्रिंक करना है क्या? वाटर उसको टू वेट द पेपर. देन the immediate staining of the filter paper indicates the presence of coal tar color in the tea. This is the simplest procedure to find out the color as a adulterant in tea. Okay. Then wash the filter paper under tap water and observe the stains against light. So this is the procedure. Now second one will be the iron fillings or flakes. For that, spread 2 teaspoons of tea powder on a piece of paper and draw a magnet over it. If the iron fillings or flakes are added into the tea powder, for that just we have to spread 2 teaspoon of tea powder on a paper, then draw a magnet over it. Then the iron flakes will be immediately catch the magnet, right? Then we can easily identify the iron flakes. The iron flakes, if present, will cling to the magnet, right? Then we can easily identify whether iron fillings are added or not. Then third adulterant, exhausted tea. Exhausted tea Spread select lime on white porcelain tile, sprinkle tea over it. सी क्या करना है हमें? स्लैक लाइम स्प्रेड करना है ऑन ए व्हाइट पोर्सलिन टाइल। पोर्सलिन टाइल लेने उसके ऊपर हमें स्लैक लाइम स्प्रेड करने, देन एंड sprinkle tea over it. Spreading of red or orange or other shades of color on the lime indicates the presence of coal tar. So this is the third number adulterant, that is exhausted tea. The simple procedure they have given to identify exhausted tea. Okay, into the next lecture we are going to see the study, analysis and adulterants in honey. Okay, thank you.